Hello everyone. We're back here on part 3 of the tiny house build, and today I'm laying out some plumbing. I'm figuring out where everything goes. I've been doing a lot of SketchUps and measuring, cutting pipe and laying it out. Right now I'm just doing the sewer system and the gray water system from the sinks and the vent pipes, that type of thing. Let me show you what I've got going on here. Okay, here's a lot of my leftovers here. I'm still going to need those when I put in the down pipe for the sewer. That's the toilet mount right there. If you follow this back, it comes over here, up to a sink mount, and up to a vent. This piping isn't going to actually, this piece here isn't going to be actually inside the house. It's going to be on the outside out here. And there's going to be a 26-inch by 48-inch cabinet out here, and it's going to hold the electrical, and it's going to hold this vent pipe, and the vent pipe will come out the top of the box. It won't actually come out the top of the roof. And I think that'll work out pretty good. But if you follow this along here, you'll see that there's a shower drain here. And if you follow it all the way out, there's a clean out on the end. You can take this little cap off here, and you can use that for cleaning out the system. And remember guys, all of this is going to be under the trailer. This isn't going to be inside this box here. The only thing that's going to be inside the floor joist is going to be the water lines, which are also going to be running from the front back to the water heater, then over to the sink. Then one hot water line will be running back up here to, there'll be a wall right about here. And the door opening's right here. But anyway, the shower is going to be right here. It's going to be a 32-inch by 32-inch shower. And yeah, I thought I'd just put an under-counter standard type, probably a 20-gallon hot water heater under there. And I think that'll do the job just fine. But anyway, we have the rest of the piping runs over here, runs up to the kitchen, and it goes over, then up on an elbow there, then it'll have a stub, and the sink, where the sink P-trap goes into, it'll be right there. And also in this end, you can see there is another clean out. That little square cap on the end unscrews, and you can use that, run a snake down if you ever get a clog or something. It's very important to put clean outs in. And I'm having a real hard time in here. I don't have much light because when I bought this place, see there's a light up there, but copper thieves came in and pulled all the copper out of this side of the shop, except for the main boxes over there against the wall. They didn't touch those, mostly because they've got a three-phase power running through them. They probably didn't know what the hell they were doing. They'd kill themselves over there. But yeah, there's a light over here too, and a light right there, but there's no wire running to them. They yanked the wires down up there. But such is life. I'll have to fix that someday. Anyway, so we got a sweep there and a 45 right here. Then this will go up to the sink. There's my toilet flange. I just have this sat on here. None of this is glued together. I was just fitting it. So there's a 3-inch pipe there. I've got a couple pieces of 3-inch over here that I can use for this one section right here. I looked at brand new pipe over there at Home Depot, and an 18-inch piece was $18, $1 a foot for this stuff. That's a lot of money. This one's used. That little piece is used, and this one's new, but it's just dirty and old. It doesn't matter. It's all going to get used eventually. First time you use it, it's used. So all this piping I had in stock, and the majority of all the other pieces I had in stock. I didn't have this, and I didn't have this T going into a 1.5. So I got these two. I bought this, and I bought the shower drain, and I bought a whole bunch of little PVC pieces over here. Oh, I bought these clean out ends too, because I didn't have those. And I bought all this Cvpc. Yeah, I got all this stuff here because I was short on it. And I got a new drain for the sink I found in the shop. It's an old wall mount, old style wall mount. It kind of looks like it came out of a old gas station bathroom or something. It's in pristine shape, so it needs a new drain pipe though, because the one that's in it got a little bit rusty. But there's no stains on the sink or anything. And I'm going to mount that in the bathroom back there, right in the middle. Then there'll be a shower on this end and toilet on this side. And this is going to have standard plumbing. This house is going to be made to hook up to septic and water. I'm not doing an off-grid situation here. This thing is going to be made to hook up. It's not going to be made for traveling. You know, with a 13.5-foot peak on it, it wouldn't be great for that anyway. It might be light enough to haul like that if you wanted to, but geez, you know, that's a little bit overkill there. But this is where I'm at right now. After I get this the rest of the way figured out, I'm going to go ahead and use this 3/4 inch line here and run me a cold water line from the front back here and over to where the hot water heater is going to be. It'll be in a cabinet, in the corner cabinet underneath the base cabinet in the kitchen. Then the sink's going to be right there, and directly across on this side over here, right in this area, is going to be the stove. You know what? Let me get this. I've been working on something here. Maybe you guys would like to see it. One of my subscribers, Ann, she asked me to see what it looked like, so I just think I'll show it to you guys. Let me get some light on it, see if that helps any. Okay, so this is the floor plan right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's let me get my pencil. Toilet here, sink here, shower here, 32-inch shower. There'll be a bed and a bed. There'll be a sink and a corner kitchen here. Then there'll be upper cabinets right here. And there will be another closet type cabinet right here, and there's the door, it opens outward. It's offset to this side. Then there's going to be the range top cook area right here. And I'm going to build that all in stainless steel. So you come in and you have to take an angle in, then over like this. And there will be a sliding door right here that will slide this way into the bathroom. So this whole area right here on the upstairs will be a loft. It'll be 7 feet this way and 8 feet this way. And it's going to be about 42 inches high inside, and it's going to have 24-inch outer walls. So there should be enough room to sit up in there. Maybe not for me, but for the average guy there probably will be. So let's see what else I have here. Oh, that's my plumbing plan, which I already showed you. And this is my electrical plan right here. I'm thinking about putting 4 circuits into the house, and I'll be wiring a 220 circuit out here in that front box. I'll have a plug out here, so I'll have 220 if I need it. And but I don't see where I need it on the inside of the house right at the moment. I'm going to do all of it in 120. Let's see, anything else I bought here? Oh, maybe this way. Oh, that's kind of a front view. If you're looking at it from this end right here, looking this way down the building. So that's the peak of the roof. It's going to have 2-inch rise in the middle. There's the loft. There's the 2 beds, and there's the bathroom door right there. But that's as far as I got that built. But that's the style, or at least the shape of the outside of the building. Let's see what else I did here. That's just a quick SketchUp of what it would look from a side view. And this would be the bathroom right here, this section. And there's the 7-foot loft above it. There's going to be 2 3x5 windows here. And there's the 2 bunks, but you're just seeing the side view of one of them. And there's the kitchen cabinets. There's the upper cabinet, there's the kitchen window, and there's the sink. And the back door will be over here. This is how tall the roof line will be. Well, I hope it gives you some idea what it's going to look like. I'm going to keep on here. I'll see you guys in a minute. Well, hello everyone. I'm putting the water lines in right now. Put almost everything in except for just right up here where I'm plumbing the sink in. And I've got to put one more T in. And I just want to kind of show you how I was doing things. Yeah, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this line. I'll probably cut it right about there. So I'm using PVC glue. I said I meant to say Cpvc last time I was talking about this stuff. I said it wrong, so I get all tongue-tied sometimes. PVC is regular old white pipe, and Cpvc is made for potable water and potable water, or whatever you call it. And it's made for hot water lines too. So we put this primer on here. This is just a purple primer. You got to put that down before you put the glue on. You let it dry for a couple minutes. You see it's just Oatly purple primer. Then, oh, I got stuff on me again. You gotta wear an old shirt when you're doing this. If you're like me, you're making a mess all the time. And this is a Cpvc Primer. I mean, here I go again. It's the glue. It's orange. I usually use this Christie's Red Hot glue. Red Hot Blue, they call it. But this was kind of old, and this is all they had, so I used it. It's good stuff, but it's not my favorite. It'll work just fine. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm going to put this T. This is the 3/4 inch water line, and I'm going to, it has a 1/2 inch T on it. And this T is going to go in here and stub up like this one. And this will be my cold water line. This is my hot water line running all the way back to where the water heater is going to be. That's the cold water line for the toilet over there. I'll show you the rest of it here in just a second. Then I'm going to show you how I'm going to test it. I usually work from one end and work down to the other end. I always give it about a 1/2 twist too. Make sure it's set on there really good. A little glue on this one. Make sure you get it well coated. Now I'll put it on here and I'll give it a twist too. I'll give this pipe a twist right here. I'll twist it right here. See? There. I'll let that set up for a second or two here, and always make sure you close these things. They'll dry up in no time. A matter of hours, you can goof them up. Not so much the primer, but the glue itself. I'm going to let this dry for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So I got that last piece in right there. So this is basically the water line here. This is the main inlet line for the cold water. It's 3/4 inch Cpvc, and I've got this gauge hooked to it where I can add air into it right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pressurize this system and leave it pressurized for about a day and watch it and see if it has any leak down at all. And I think that's probably the best way to do it. I sure don't want to have to get into this after I put a floor down, because we've got a 2-inch deck here. Then we'll have all the decking and everything else in here and insulation. So I don't want any of that stuff to get wet. But let's just walk through it, okay? So the main line here is running down the center here. So it comes down the center, all the way down here. All the way to the end, right to here. Now I'm going to be putting another board in right here, so it'll have something to hook to. But it comes down to the very back corner where you see I've got 2 stub offs here. There's going to be a water heater right here. Of course, there'll be a floor right here first, right here. Then it'll have a water heater right here. And these are where the cold water is going to come into the hot water heater. And that one there, that guy right there, that's the hot going out. It'll run over to the sink, so I'll have a hot water there. And you can see right here, I got a T on the cold water line going over to the sink. So I got a hot and cold. And before anybody says anything about it, I know I got those 2 backwards. I just goofed. I'm going to have to crisscross the lines there, the flexible lines, when I hook up the sink. But anyway, the hot water goes from the kitchen sink, comes over here, and it runs down there. So we'll follow this down right here. And right here is the bathroom wall. I'm going to build this wall out of 2x4 because it's going to be holding the valving for the shower. And if I lift this 2x4 up, I don't have it hooked in yet, you can see where the 2 stubs for the, that's the cold water and that's the hot water. And that's for the shower. But that'll be, the shower valve will be up inside this wall here. And the hot water continues on back over here, then just stubs up right to that one. That's for the kitchen, the bathroom sink. And this one here coming off the main line here is for the toilet. It's just cold. So that's what I've been doing for the last day. I spent a good long day out here yesterday trying to, get this stuff all figured out and get it put in. And I took all the black pipe and I stashed it right over there. I'm going to be putting that underneath this here real soon. And I got the R19 insulation for the floor. I'm just going to go ahead and use the pink stuff, the pink fiberglass insulation, faced on one side. I'm going to put the non-face side down and the face side up here. And it'll be all sandwiched in the floor there. But first I've got to build my blocking right here, in between every one of these here. This blocking right here. And I've got to put this 2x4 wall, floor, it's going to just be a floor brace is what it is, onto that. And that's where I'm at on this guy right now. I hope I wasn't too obscure with it. I tried to show you a little bit of how I was going to do this. And I'm going to continue on, and I'll bring you back when I get a little more done. Hello, my friends. Well, I just turned 64 today, so it was my birthday. I've got the plumbing all finished up here, and the next thing I'm going to do is start on the wiring. Here, let me show you what I've got going on. Okay, I went digging around in the shop here in the wiring, the electrical department, and I found a whole bunch of brand new boxes of receptacles, but I found this other box of opened ones. They're brand new, but I thought I'd use those up first. I found about 5 boxes. I'll have to get a few more, but they're cheap. Found me some staples. I found an outside plug cover. I found a 120 volt wire-in smoke alarm. I found 2 GFCI interrupters. One for the kitchen, one for the bathroom. And I did find a couple of these 220 outlets. I don't know if I'm going to use those yet or not. I'll probably put one out there on the front of the house where the little electrical box is. I'll probably just put it there. But I've got some 12 gauge wiring here. I've got a big old loose roll and this little one. And in case I need a little more, I've got another roll. But this is an older style, but it's nice heavy 12 gauge wiring. And for the light circuits, I have some 14-2 wiring. Now, this is 14 gauge wiring. They won't take quite the current that the 12 gauge will, but you know, you can run really nice light circuits with this thing. So that's what I've got here that I found so far. And I've still got ceiling fans over there and all sorts of other things I could add to this project. Right here, I got the, see I built the little enclosures off the end where it hangs out here. I got them on this side too. And then I've got the little support brace in right where the bathroom wall is going to be. So it's right here, and I got them both stubbed off now. So, yep. And I went back here and I braced up this one onto the floor. I used some shims and a couple blocks. Did on that side too. And I also blocked that line in, so it's nice and solid now. But next thing is the electrical, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and get started on that. And I also will, this liner I have in here, the felt paper under here, I'm going to be picking that up and stapling it up into place too, and putting the 2 pieces of plywood under there. And once I get this thing all wired up, what I'm basically going to do is I'm just going to run the circuits from up here where the electrical box is going to be. I'm just going to run those back. I'm going to run 4 circuits in, and I'm going to do one for the kitchen, one over here again for the water heater, so there'll be 2 lines running over here. I'm going to put an outside plug out here on the back, and I'm going to wire that in, and that's going to be on its own. And so there's 3 circuits, and the bathroom here is going to have a circuit, and the bathroom wall in each corner on the outside on toward the sleeping area going that way is going to be a receptacle facing both directions that way. There'll be a receptacle here at the sink level, and there will be a light here over the sink and the mirror, and right above the toilet there will be a light right up here on the ceiling with a fan and a light assembly, bathroom fan, fart fan, you know. And this is where the showers is going to end up being, and I think I'm going to put some type of little can light or something into the ceiling there. I did break down and buy a shower base. I had to have one of these. This cost $200, and it's just a basic floor pan, the base. I'm going to have to build the walls. Probably, I'll probably go ahead and do a little bit of tile work in there because I think that'll look nice. Unless I can't find any tile for the right price, or can't find any in the shop. I know I have some here, but I don't know if I have enough to do the job. And yeah, so that's it. Well, yeah, I turned 64 today. So I guess happy birthday to me. So I'm going to catch you guys on the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you find any value, and thanks for coming along. Bye-bye.